Hey everyone, Green Bay Greg here with part 6 of the 7-part video series on how to use send out cards to help revolutionize your real estate business and increase referrals and also market to expired listings and so much more. I'm real excited to get into the video today. I can tell you today's topic is increasing referrals, which is an extremely important part of my business. It's definitely the most fun way for me to operate my business. Without a doubt, I'm sure most of you will agree with that fact. You might be thinking to yourself, well, what can I do to increase referrals? Some of the basics, sending the birthday cards, staying in contact with people are going to naturally help with these things. But what do you do once you receive a referral? And that's one of the first things I want to show you today, kind of the process of what I do. And it's, like I said, real basic, nothing too out of the ordinary. It's just showing major, sincere appreciation. You can see I've got a card up here that I sent a good client of mine, actually, who was an expired listing, believe it or not, that I ended up relisting. 60 days later, sold that house, and then he introduced me to one of his best friends. He was actually the best man in his wedding, and weird enough, the gentleman that he introduced me to, him and his wife, purchased a home that I had listed before I even had it on the market, which was also a referral from an attorney that I work with all the time. So you can see that there's a wide variety of coincidences once you start getting a lot of referral business. And once you start acknowledging people how much you care about it, you're going to get more introductions and more referrals. So I want to show you the card. It says, "Dear Mike, I want to personally thank you for introducing me to your great friends, Dean and Julie. You can trust that I will take care of them with the same passion and care that you were accustomed to in selling your home." Then I hit him with this. And I hit him with this on every card. "Your trust means the world to me and my family. Your friend, Greg Delaire." Now, I don't put your friend and realtor on these type of cards because they know exactly who I am. Just put your friend. And then here's the real magic of what I wanted to show you on this specific card. Down here it says, "P.S. Let me know as soon as you've received the brownies so that I know you received them." People that use the send out card system that have been using it for a number of years have found that one of the best techniques with send out cards to really wow people, and I always like to say light people's world up, is by sending brownies. There's these unbelievably tasty brownies. I actually got them once, and it comes in an unbelievably nice box, and then it's got your card in it that you sent right here in it. So it's a great way to show your appreciation towards your clients that introduced you to somebody. So you can see down here it shows me in the action log that I chose brownies as a gift. There is a cost associated with sending brownies and gifts and such, but it's nominal when you think about the time and the ease of being able to do it right from your computer. So we're going to go back in and show you another card that relates to this one. The same person, Mike Verhoeven, introduced me to somebody else. Let's take a look at what happened here, because it's kind of neat. On the 5th of April, he introduced me to Dean and Julie, and I sent them the brownies. 5 days later, guess what happens? Magic. He gets a card from me that says, "You are totally awesome," and I really mean that. Now, I wrote him a little more personal card. "You're on fire, my friend. I really appreciate the introduction to the people you care about. You know I'll do everything in my power to help your brother, Jim. Your help means the world to me and my family. Thanks again. Your friend and realtor." Now, he had already received the brownies. There's a wide variety of gifts you can send him. I sent him a $10 gift card because I thought it was something he could definitely use. So there's another example of how the system works from a referral standpoint. Now, the weird coincidence about this whole situation is the house that his friends bought was introduced to me by this gentleman named Tim Howley. And Tim, let's see here, in February, introduced me to one of his clients. Aha, I sent him the same card. Here's what the card says. I wanted to thank you for the referral for Peter Seidel. It means the world to both me and my family. I cherish our friendship and look forward to spreading your name even more in the community. When I think of law, I think of Captain Tim Howley. I also look forward to a couple golf outings with you and Johnny Boy. Your friend and realtor. It's got my name and it says P.S. Enjoy a night of fun on me. Guess what I sent him? He's a diabetic, so I didn't want to send him brownies, but I sent him a gift card to Blockbuster Video, $10 gift card to Blockbuster Video, and he was able to watch the movies with his sweetheart, and it lit up his world. But what I realized, a couple months later, I go into his office. He's the partner in a law firm, huge office. On the windowsill, there was a couple cards there. There was one that was just glaring, screaming right at me. It was this card. Now, before I had the system, I met a photographer that had used this system, and I referred him to a big photo shoot for a company. I tell you what, he sent me a card with this system and a $10 Starbucks or a $10 Blockbuster Video card. I was tickled pink. It hit me like a ton of bricks. There's some other things I've done with referrals. If you know the person that introduces you to somebody reads, there's some great books to pick from on here. I'm telling you, if you put a book in the mail through this program with a really heartfelt card and they read, you're going to touch them on a whole new level. Only reason I can say that is because I've actually had it happen to me. And what happened is one of my friends that has the system, I had helped him out and done some nice things for him. All of a sudden, 2 weeks later, I get this big box in the mail. And what is it? I open it up, and it's a copy of my favorite book, How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. I'll tell you what, I've already had the book. The great thing is I always lend out my copies of it. I have like 4 copies of it. But the moral of the story is it hit me like a ton of bricks. So the great thing about the system is you can hit people like a ton of bricks, or referred to as light them up like a Christmas tree. Light up their world, make them show you really care. You start doing these things for the right reasons, sincerely, and really show your appreciation, all that's going to happen is you're going to get more referrals and more introductions. And then when you do the same type of things for their people that you're introduced to, guess what happens? When somebody's introduced to you, they're a lot more likely to introduce you to other people. So if Joe introduces me to Sally, Sally's only met me by introduction. That's all she knows. She probably thinks that's the only way I get my business, which that's what I want her to think, because I want them to create a training ground. But once you show the appreciation for the people that are referring business to you, you're going to start seeing it spread, and just grow the system and do this. Along with remembering them on their special day, you can't but not build better relationships and increase more referrals. So I've had a lot of fun talking to you over the course of these last 6 videos. The next video is going to be more about the basics of this system, on how to purchase it, the different options, because I'm sure you're sitting at home saying, you know what, Greg, this is great information. I could see this using this as a tool in my business to increase referrals and be able to market expireds and do a lot of creative things. But what's it going to cost? What benefits are there to me to purchase this system? Well, we're going to talk about that in the next video. So we'll go into full detail, and look forward to talking to you then. Stay tuned. Green Bay Greg.